Hey, beloveds. Hey, hey, hey. Just a real quick word, real quick. Listen, some of y'all is going to have to change. It's going to have to shift the place that you're at in order to receive what God has for you. What do I mean by that? Some of you guys are going to have to release some people, some places in order for God to really bless you in a way that you don't understand. Some of y'all are in relationships with people that is hindering your blessing. Some of y'all are connected to people that is hindering your blessing. I know this ain't the word that you want to hear. I know this ain't a word that you gonna favor. But listen, beloved, some of y'all are in relationships with people and y'all are kicking it with people that you need to release in order for God to really bless you like He wants to. Listen, I'm just here to be obedient. I'm just here to be obedient, beloved. You're holding up the blessings that God has for you because you are refusing to let go of who God has told you to let go of. It's time to let go. It's time to let those people go. It's time to let those relationships go. It's time to let it go because you need to receive what God has for you. God has great and wonderful things in store for you, but He cannot release them because you are connected to the wrong people. Listen, God don't bless mess. Listen. I'm gonna be real 100 with you. God don't bless mess. He don't. He don't bless mess. So you're looking for God to do a great thing in your life. You looking for God to release this blessing. You waiting on Him to do it. And you wondering why it's taking so long. You wondering why He ain't releasing the blessing unto you. You wondering why, God, what did I do? Why are you not moving for me? And God is saying, I'm not giving it to you because who you are connected to. I'm not giving it to you because I don't bless mess. I'm not giving it to you because you don't know that the people that you are connected to are snakes. I'm not giving it to you because the people that you are connected to are wolves in sheep's clothes. They smelling in your face. They calling you babe. They calling you boo. They calling you sus. They calling you bro. But really, they don't like you. But really, they snakes. They wishing for your downfall. And so that's why they dare to hold up the blessing. Listen, beloved, you're not receiving the blessing because you need to let go of the person you've been calling sis and bro and babe and whatever else other people. You got to have to let some people go. I remember, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Just last year, I was bidding for a contract. I was bidding for this contract and I just knew it was mine. I said, it's mine. God gonna grant it to me because I've been faithful. I've been faithful. I've been doing all the right things. I've listened. God is gonna bless me with this because I deserve it, right? And I didn't get the contract. And when I tell you, beloved, I was devastated. I was devastated. I was devastated. I felt like God failed me. I felt like God didn't love me. I felt like God wanted to torture me. I mean, I just had all of these feelings. I just had so many feelings going on. And I said, God, but I'm your chosen. How do your chosen not get what they so desire? God, you said that the righteous will never be forsaken. God, you said that you said that if I serve you, you said, listen, I start repeating God's word back to him. God, you said if I seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, then all things, all of my desires shall be added unto me. Right? I start just, you got to give God his word back. You got to give God his promises back to him, right? And so he said, Danielle, he said, I had to let that door close. He said, I couldn't give you the blessing. I couldn't give you the contract because who you are connected to. He said, Danielle, I couldn't grant you the contract because you are connected to wolves in sheep's clothes. He said, I couldn't give you the contract, Danielle, because you are connected to snakes and you don't know that you don't know that they're snakes because you're looking at them like they your friends and you're looking at them like, oh, they show up like they love you. They show up like they care for you because they smiling and they hee and they hi. But really, beloved, I'm protecting you. He said, daughter, I'm protecting you, but know that I have greater. Know that I have greater. But right now, I cannot grant you the contract because of who you are associated with. He said, move the snakes out the way. Move the wolves in sheep clothes out the way and watch me bless you. I said, my God. Okay, well, who Lord? So now I need to know God, what you ain't telling? God, what you ain't telling? Come on, go ahead and be. It's all right. It may hurt my feelings a little bit. It may sting a little bit. The little bite, the little bee bite. How it sting a little bit at first. God, it may sting a little bit, but show me who. Show me who. He said everybody. He said, everybody you were connected to, I need all of them to go, but one person. He said, all the rest of them, they gotta go. You release them. Because here is the thing. God can reveal a thing to us. God can even show us a thing, right? But we have free will. We have free will. Even if we pray the prayer, God, release anybody who is amongst me who don't have my best interest at heart. God this, God that, and God is trying to tell you. God has even tried to remove them, but yet you still hold on to them. And God is saying, I'm trying to release them, but you still holding on to them. So let me show you that they're not for you. God will allow you to overhear a conversation to confirm what he's saying. He will allow for a little small disagreement to actually reveal what he's been saying. He will literally expose a person's heart to you just so you can see what he's been saying. Just so you can see that, oh God, that's what you've been trying to show me this whole time. Oh God. God is we serve a loving God. We serve a great God. We serve a great I am. It is not his will for us to suffer. Yes, we have to suffer for his glory, but for us to suffer and not receive the blessing that he has for us, it's not God's will for our life. He don't want us around the wrong people. He don't want us associated with the wrong people. He don't. So he will keep trying to expose. He will keep trying to show you things that you need to take heed to. He'll keep trying to show you. And then you wondering why you're not getting the blessings. You wondering why doors are being closed in your face. Doors that you prayed for. Doors that you thought was yours. And you're wondering why is this door closing in my face? Why didn't you grant me that blessing? Because, beloved, you're connected to the wrong people. When God showed me, I let him go. Did it burn? Did it kind of sting a little bit? It did. But it passed. Bee stings, they don't hurt that long. They only burn a little bit and then it pass. That's what it's going to be like when it's time for you to release the people who don't mean you no well. It's going to burn a little bit. It's going to sting just a little bit, but it's not going to be there a long time. And then what God will do is God will replenish those people. He'll bring people into your life who really do mean you well. He'll bring people in your life who is going to pour into you, not people that are going to take away from you. He's going to give you people that's not going to gossip about you behind your back when you walk out the room. He's going to give you people who's going to do business with you. He's going to give you people who don't mind seeing you elevate at your job. He's going to give you people that's going to celebrate your wins. He's going to give you those people, but you're going to have to let go of the bad ones so that God can give you the good ones. And not only will he give you the good ones, but he'll give you the blessings. He'll give you the blessings that has been held up from you. He'll give you the blessings that he has for you once you let go of the people who don't mean you well. He'll give you everything that he has for you because he is the Father that does not want to see us go without. He has promises with your name on it. Therefore, he has to give you the promises. He has to give you what he has in store for you. But you first have to do your part. And what's your part? Your part is releasing. Your part is releasing the people that is not for you. Sometimes we hold on to people because it's comfort. Sometimes we have trauma bonds with people. Sometimes we just love people because we think these people are for us, or because we think that these people are the people that they're showing us that they are, but really they not. They wolves in sheep's clothes. And we want them to be who they showing us they are. We want them to be that so bad that we hold on to them, trying to get them to be those people. Listen, beloved, you can't make nobody be who they ain't. That's another video. But listen, if you really want to receive the blessings that God has for you, you're going to have to let go of some people. You're going to have to ask God whom. You're going to have to ask God to show you the hearts of people so that you can release them, so that God can not only release your blessings, but he can release your destiny helpers. He can release the people that he has in store for you to do life with. He can release the people that he has prepared for you to do life with. God has blessings for you, beloved. He has great things in store for you that he wants to release to you. But God don't bless mess. God don't bless mess. God don't bless foolishness. God don't bless, he don't bless mess. And God's definitely not going to give you a blessing when you got people among you who is really out to use you, or who is really out to take advantage of you. He's really not going to bless you then, because he knows that the people that you got around you is really using you. Is really taking advantage of you. Is really being manipulative towards you. So he's definitely not going to bless you. And that's what happened to me. God said, Danielle, you got people around you who are just using you, who are just taking pure advantage of you. You got to let them go. You got to let them go so I can bless you. So listen, beloved, you going to have to let them go so God can bless you. You going to have to let them go so God can really, really, really bless your life. And I'm not even talking about just material things. I'm not even talking about just finances and contracts and jobs and cars and, all of these things that you're believing God for. And you feel like, and it's being held up because you were around the wrong people. I'm talking about peace too. I'm talking about peace too. I'm talking about joy too. Because you ain't been getting the joy that you really long for. You ain't been getting the love that you really long for. You ain't been getting the peace that you really long for, because you were associated with the wrong people. You're associated with people that is trying to drain you. You are associated with people that is trying to put you down, trying to make you feel unworthy, trying to make you feel like you ain't good enough. God said, no more. No more. Let them go so I can really give you what I have for you. So I can really give you the joy, so that I can really give you the peace, so I can really give you the love that I have in store for you. It's time for you to flow, beloved, in the things that God has for you. It's time for you to receive all that God has for you. It's time to let go of the people who do not mean you well, so that you can totally receive everything that God has for you. God is not intentionally holding up anything from you. God is not intentionally not giving anything to you because of something that you did wrong, or because he's just being a hateful God. No, God is saying, release the snakes, release the wolves in sheep's clothes. Them people don't love you for real. Them people don't care about you for real. It's time to release them so that I can give you what I have for you. You're going to have to take heed to what God is saying to you. Those who have an ear, let them hear. Release, beloved, so that God can really give you what he has for you. And trust the process. Once you release these folks, trust the process. It may look a little long, it may seem a little lonely sometimes. It may seem like you ain't gonna have nobody for a while, but that's okay. That's God's intended for that to be like that. Because now, once you have released the people that has been taken from you and taken from you and taken from you, taken from you, now God has to replenish back to you what has been taken from you. Now he has to replenish back to you. And then once he replenish back to you, and then God can prepare you for the blessing that he has for you. But it's not gonna come. It's not gonna happen fast. It's not gonna be like, okay, God, I ended this relationship. Okay, next day later, you ready for your blessing? No, God has to then prepare you for the blessing, because you haven't been preparing for the blessing, because you've been pouring into relationships that wasn't for you. So now you're not even prepared to receive what God has for you. So now he has to prepare you for it. Now he has to get you in position for the blessing that he has for you. So trust the process. After you have released, trust the process and watch God do exactly what he's been saying that he's going to do for you. But you're going to have to do your part. You're going to have to release, and then you're going to have to go through the process of getting the blessing. Now, it's not going to be long and drawn out, but it's not going to be overnight either, because you have to be prepared for it. Trust the process. Let go, trust the process, and stand still and know that God is God.